Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I would like to say thank you to those who had subscribed to my channel last week. The first video was amazing. I saw the comments, I saw the likes, and also I saw people who subscribed, and I'm grateful. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Once again, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share with your friends and family, because this channel promises to be insightful. So right now we're going to dive into the topic on how to identify your core strengths and values. So on the last video, we talked about the importance of personal branding. I shared a little insight on what personal branding is all about, and there was a call to action. So I asked that we reflect on our personal brand and take the first step by defining it or refining it. So that was what we talked about last time. And I've been able to define mine, and so far I would say that um, I'm reflecting. It's still a process, right? So this is the process of defining what your personal brand is and refining what your personal brand is, okay? I know this is going to be amazing, so just listen. Watch till the very end, okay? So identifying your values and core strengths is a key factor in refining and defining what your personal brand is, because the brand you are right now might not be who you are. You might be trying to imitate someone else. You might be trying to live like someone else. You might be trying so hard to be like your mom, your dad, your friends, or a role model. Don't forget that you are you and nobody else can be you. The first step in identifying your values and strengths is self-assessment. Self-assessment simply means reflecting on your past experiences, your past challenges, and everything that concerns you from your past. Meditate, reflect, think about how you've lived your life the past couple of years, from your school days to, if you're still a student, you could look back at your secondary school, what you are doing right now. If you're done with the high institution, think about who you were back in school and who you are right now that you're working, or you're probably unemployed, or you're an entrepreneur. So think about these things and self-reflect. What has your experience been? Are you being affected by your experience? Think about these things, and I assure you it's the first step you need to take to identify your core values and your strengths. Now, you reflect on your past experiences, then you think about the challenges that you faced in your past. Those challenges, how did you overcome them? How were you able to pass through them? What were the things you did or you had to do to overcome those challenges? These challenges could be school. It could be when you're trying to make an A in class, your courses. It could be in your relationship. It could be in the relationship you have with your parents. It could be the relationship you have with a spouse, a partner, or your friends, whoever it is, your colleagues. What relationship you had with them, what challenges did you have, and how were you able to overcome those challenges? These are the first step in self-assessment. Now, the number two step would be identifying your unique and your natural talents and how it can be useful. So what are those things that you're good at? What are those things that you are great at? What are those things that you know that, yes, when it comes to this thing, I can give myself a 10 over 10. You know, when we say she's a 10 over 10, he's a 10 over 10, you know. So, what are those things that you can say, oh, with this, I'm a 10 over 10. When it comes to communication, I'm a 10 over 10. When it comes to public speaking, I'm a 10 over 10. When it comes to singing, I'm a 10 over 10. What are the talents? When it comes to dancing, I'm a 10 over 10. When it comes to observing people and being able to tell when something is not right, I'm a 10 over 10. What are your talents? What are those things that you know you're good at? Check your professional life and check your personal life to see what are those things that naturally comes to you. What are those talents that you don't need to struggle to be good at them? What are those things that you know you are good at? What are your passion? What are those things that you just love to do? When somebody wakes you up from sleep, maybe as early as 6 a.m. and they ask you, oh, please, can you just help sing this worship song because when you sing with your voice, it feels different. And because you love singing, because you have a passion for it, you just open your mouth and you begin to sing to the holies of holies. So what are those things that interest you? What are those things you find so easy to do? What are those things that you are passionate about? It is very important that you take note. The first one I said, self-assessment. Look back and think about your experiences, think about your challenges, think about the things that you've done in the past and how these things has affected you one way or the other. And the second part is identify those natural talents that you have and how they can be useful. Now, number three, seek feedback. This part is very important. And when I was getting ready for this video, and I put down this part, that's number three, the seek feedback. I remember that it's something I always do. I know many of my friends would attest to this, that when, I don't know, when I'm just not feeling it, I call one or two persons and I ask, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. But I don't think what I did was right, or was it right? You know, tell me what what could I have done better? So these are the questions I do ask. I always seek feedback from friends and loved ones. People I know will tell me the truth. Not people that will tell you, ah, babe, forget. Anything what you do is correct, is good, you're good to go. No. Seek feedback from people that you know will tell you the truth. And don't be scared to hear the truth. Don't get angry. Don't get all emotional when you hear the truth about something that you didn't do right. Okay, we learn every day. If the moment you stop learning, then there is a problem. Okay, so we learn every day, and seeking feedback is one of the important steps to self-reflection and also growth. So the reason you're doing a self-reflection is to grow, is to get better, remember. So seek feedback from friends, get to hear what they have to tell you. If you don't want to seek feedback from your friends, you can seek feedback from your role model, from your mom, from your dad, from your pastor, from your teacher, your professor, from your lecturer, from the person you can trust with issues when it comes to telling you the truth. Not just anybody that can open your mouth to talk, but people that are important to your self-reflection. Now, seek for feedback also in your career path. It's not just about your personal life right now. What about your career? Ask your colleagues, what am I good at? Ask your friends, am I good at this? Do you think I'm good at this, or do you think I'm good at that? Now, when you ask your friend these things, also listen to what they have to say. When you ask one, you ask two, you ask 3, and you ask 4. And they all tell you same thing. Take note of the pattern. Take note of the same thing that they're telling you. Take note of those things that tell you that relate to each other. Then you understand that that is where the problem may be, or that could be your strength. So take note of the patterns, take note of those things that they tell you that relate to each other. If the first person says, "Oh, you're you're terrible at communicating," the second person says, "Girl, I wouldn't say you're bad, but there's something about when you try to tell people about this and that, you don't seem to do it right." And the third person says the same thing, the third person says the same thing, then you know that, okay, there's a problem with your communication and how you communicate with people, and that's what you need to work on. So take note of patterns and also seek for feedback. This is a very important step to self reflection. Number 1, self assessment. Number 2, identify your natural talents. Number 3, seek feedback. Hello guys, we've come to the end of the first part on how to identify your core values and strength. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, please do well to like, do well to share with your friends and families, and also do well to subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for part 2 on how to identify your core values and strength. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.